Alright, Zokuru versus Shiloh. Let's see some wacky Zokuru stall this time. Thunder, thunder. Want to see some fun techs to beat the Zokuru stall like we've seen in past, with past players who have played Zokuru. Sleep Talks does not find a thunder on the 4E. 4E stayed in and spiked. Zapdos just content to 1v6 the entirety of Zokuru's team. The Zapdos will stay in till the end of the earth and just somehow thunder into everything repeatedly for eternity. Apparently I'm right, because this Zapdos is having a fun time. This Zapdos, it has an ego the size of... That's a great question. What size of ego does Zapdos have? Yeah, no, this is just kind of like... Zapdos isn't in a major risk of anything there. Of course, where there's a thunder, there's a way for there to be hacks. But yeah, you can just kind of force the Raikou to rest, or at least force the Raikou to be paralyzed. Gets his lax in, turn 10 on the HP. That's a good thing to get it in on. Finds Skarmory, just double edges into it. Not surprising that Zokuru is running stall. Tar comes in on a potential fire move, finds a Cloyster. Gets Rock Slid. Cloyster took a chunk. Toxic the T-Tar. Could be a Rest Tar. Unlikely, though. Cloy is just barely out of range of spikes. Chooses to sacrifice itself to kill the Tar. Not to kill the Tar. Because sacrifices itself to the Toxic on the Tar, and then a follow-up Surf because Tar pursuits. You look like an idiot for switching out. It is Rest Tar, though. Yeah, not too surprising. Could be Curse Surf, too. That would not be too surprising. We've been seeing a bunch of those recently. Well, a relatively high amount. Block Spin with the Gengar, though. Sorry about these yawns. Lax on Coup. Double Edge into Skarmory. I'm calling it right now. It's Double Edge. No, it's better than Double Edge. It's a Fire Blast. This is AOA Lax. That's hype. Do we see a second Fire Blast? We do. The Skarmory is asleep and scared for its life. Goes to his own Lax. Lax is a surprisingly okay pivot into opposing Lax if you're doing it once or twice. When you know you're not coming in on Double Edge. Curse is up first. Double Edge. I don't dislike the Double Edge on all out attacking Lax. Even though you do get worn down even faster, I find that Body Slam is just so brutally weak. Like, it's just so weak. Gengar tries to debond on a EQ. And Zokuru. This could be the awkward. Does he have EQ? Does he not? This Tar... I'm sorry. When I said the Tar could have Surf, Curse, I was being an absolute idiot because he had 3 moves revealed. Because it is a Pursuit Tar, could be last move Roar, could be last move Crunch, EQ, whatever. Because this Tar is... likely, yeah, I was just about to say, this is most likely a Mono Lax because Tar is Pursuit. You can just T-Ball away until he wakes up, and either you're forcing him to burn a lot of rests, or you are, eventually gonna be able to Ice Punch him. And you can't really switch into this Lax. If at any point he Sleep Talk rolls Double Edge, ooh boy howdy. Or if he just Double Edges you on the switch. So it's a little awkward. Ice Punch freezes could come though. Rest, T-Bolt, standard-ish plays when both players are in this situation. It's kind of an awkward, wibbly-wobbly matchup, if you like to say. Both will burn a lot of PP. Zokuru can't get particularly punished for switching out to like Coup, for example, unless Gar has Boom, which is not an unpossibility. Not a... It's a non-zero chance. Destiny Bond Boomgar is pretty good. But other than that, this car is just gonna burn people till the sun goes down. And Lax isn't getting very low on PP at all. Like, he's used 4 double edges, 4 curses, 4 rests, and 4 sleep talks. Ice Punch, though, could have frozen. And the more and more this plays out, the more I'm thinking this Gar is Boom last. Just T-Bolts. T-Bolts are getting very low, at 7 now. Rests are only down to 10. I don't know. If you're committing fully to this, then you... I don't know. Most of the time, players will have switched out of this matchup by now. Most of the time. This is not what... Oh, yes, it's Alakazam, though! It's Alakazam! Oh, that's sick. Do we see a... Is there a Jinx on this? Isn't there usually a Jinx on this team? There could be a Golem, though. Encore Zam pivots in at the perfect time. The perfect time. Has to... Yeah, you can stay in, right? Because he's anchored into rest, right? This makes sense why he's forcing him to burn all these rests. Because he's got another follow-up attacker. Because I was thinking, well, if you're trying to force him to burn a crap ton of rests, like, Zapdos won't really do that. We might see a Lax get rest stalled here. Hold on. That's pretty cool. Alakazam, with this set, will likely run Fire Punch Recover, so it beats Tyranitar, kind of. It doesn't lose to Tyranitar, but the crit Psychics, whoa. I mean, Shiloh has been just okay. Well, Zokuru's tilted in the chat, but wow, just wow. Attack enough and you get crits. Sometimes that happens. Most of the time it doesn't happen. Sucks to suck if it happens to you. Against you. It gotta feel nice to get the crits if you're the... I don't know what to say. That was... What the heck? The heck? Alakazam, go burr! Tar does get killed by this. He's been constantly respecting the possibility. Oh, no, barely. Barely not. My apologies. I'm just too frazzled. This game, though. Okay, well, I didn't call Jinx last. I called Jinx last. Oh, it's HP Water Coup. That's awful. That's just awful. For Zokuru. Yeah, Iggy, okay, I guess it makes sense. The usual Gar Zam team has a Jinx, but it's usually a lead, and that Jinx will counter opposing Lax's double edge and insta kill the Lax. This is just a special offense team through and through without a normal resist, but that's kind of fine because you have Gengar. And we've seen non-traditional Lax checks teams before, and Zokuru is not the worst person to run those into, because he is always going to run stall VU, pretty much. Those crits are just something else. Wow.